Charles, what do you think about some of these DBs in the Super Bowl matchup? You got Trent McDuffie on the Chiefs. You got Darius Slay, Quinyon Mitchell, Blankenship. There's a lot of good DBs. What are your thoughts on some of these matchups?
Yeah, man, I love the young guys that have come out and stepped up in big moments. Watching Quinyon Mitchell, watching McDuffie. These guys are young guys, and they come out there, man, and they step up to the challenge. It seems like every single play. You talked about Blankenship. Talk about Cooper DeJean, another young guy, in the secondary who have played major roles in this journey with the Eagles trying to get back to the Super Bowl. Quinyon and Cooper, they're not on that team, 2 years ago. But here they are trying to help that team get to the Super Bowl and beat the team that beat them the last time. So it's just fun to watch them play because they just come up big in the big moments. You know what I mean? There's no fear in these guys. They trust their process, they trust their skills, and they go out there, man, and execute. And so I love to watch those guys, man, play at a high level.
And I just have one follow-up question. What do you think about Travis Hunter trying to play wide receiver and defensive back in the NFL? Do you think he can do that? And what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, he should be able to do a little bit of both. My opinion is I think that he should play full-time on the defensive side of the ball, but he also should have packages on offense. I believe in, if you have an ultra-talented player, then he can't just be, when one side of the ball is on the field, he can't just be sitting on the sideline watching. You put pressure on the defense if you need to by putting him in a package and then allowing him to go out there and be the special athlete that he is. So I look forward to seeing what he does on the next level.
Charles, follow-up question to what you just said. Do you think the defensive back, I know you played corner, safety, do you think that's the hardest position to play in the league, especially now when you're on the island at times with some of the fastest players in the NFL? Do you think defensive back is the hardest position to play?
Yeah, I think it is. I think it's gotten harder, of course, with the rules, the way they are. They try to keep, all hands off the receivers, let them have their way. But I think the receivers, man, they're getting better and better. You look at, the way things are now with all of the 7-on-7s, all of the spread offenses. They're putting these talented guys in space. And a lot of times, man, when you're out there on that island, you're in a lot of space. There's a lot of room between a guy, who's, if you're on the X receiver and he's by himself, it's a lot of yards in between you and the next man. And you just out there with a guy that's just you on him. But these guys more and more as young, players, 7th, 8th, 9th grade, in the high school, they're going to all these 7-on-7 camps and they're learning how to get open and get in space. And the offenses are geared towards that. Just get the ball to the guy now or run him and sit him into a pocket and let him create. They're throwing the ball more. You know what I mean? You look at how many times, quarterbacks are throwing the ball. It's 35, 40 times sometimes. So you're going to be out there a lot of times, man, going against some of these, the Justin Jeffersons and Jamar Chases and these guys. Like, these guys are great wide receivers. You'll see some of them on Sunday, with AJ, Devontae, and on the other side you got the young kid, Worthy, speedster. You know what I mean? So you're dealing with speed, you're dealing with quickness, and guys in space. So it makes the job tough, man. So defensive back, man, and when you get beat, you know where that camera go. This is what your camera doing. right there, the whole time on the sideline, guys trying to figure out what happened. It is a camera right here on the guy's face. So it's a tough job, man, out there on that island.
One more. What do you think about Shiloh Sanders as a safety? I was at the Shrine Bowl last week. He got a lot of criticism. What do you think about Shiloh Sanders?
Man, you're in one-on-ones, man. There's no pass rush. The offense is really, you're supposed to win. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to win in those situations. So I don't put a whole lot on that. To me, it's about, putting on the game film, what you do during the game, man. And that's what I would judge them on. I'm not judging them on that. Because look, you have quarterbacks that throw the ball 70 yards in their combine drills and all that, and they draft it high. It ain't no good. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't got no rush. You just out there throwing the ball far. So I won't put a whole lot of stock in that. I got to see him when he's playing against the competition. And there's a full 11-on-11.